Hey guys, I'm George Garcia. I'm a first generation American, and I didn't grow up with a money blueprint. I went from $0 to a $1.8 million net worth before 30. And I helped first gen underdogs build their money habits and build wealth the boring way, starting from zero. I've had a lot of fear around money, and honestly, this is what I'd tell myself 10 years ago if I could go back. Today, I want to walk you through the ways I was accidentally hurting my future self financially and what finally changed for me. So, in this video, I'm going to take you through the regrets that show up later, the thoughts you can't unthink once you feel them, and the one habit I didn't expect that would make the difference between a future me that's still stressed and a future me that's finally at peace. First, let me tell you the type of bad habit that doesn't look like a bad habit when you're actually living it. Because if you don't catch it early, you look back one day with the pit in your stomach, realizing you traded years of your life for comfort and you can't buy a single one of them back. If I'm being honest, my old habit wasn't spending, my old habit was agreeing without adjusting anything. Future me would call that almost changing. Then there's the regret I kept hearing from people who looked like they were doing fine, like you couldn't even tell. Here's what I wish I understood, because you're about to hear advice that sounds, well, responsible, but can actually really mess you up. Most people will tell you pay off your debt as soon as possible, never use credit cards, keep it simple. But I'm here to tell you, after spending 1,000+ hours studying money, listening to real financial breakdowns, and digging through the best investment books on the market, hands down, here's what I've learned. People don't look back and say, I wish I hustled harder to pay off debt. They say, I upgraded too fast. I wish I stayed boring longer. I wish I didn't jump to the next thing the moment I could. Now, this next regret caught me off guard because it's not about math, it's about a hole. Here's the messed up part: most people don't fail with money because they're careless or because they don't make enough. A lot of the time, they're trying to fill a hole with their income, with the money they're making. I see it all the time. People making a ton of money to compensate for what they didn't have as kids. And on the flip side, you've got people like me who don't spend a dime because we grew up broke and we're still operating from that fear. Different behaviors, same root. And that's why this regret hits hard. I thought earning more would fix my money stress. Now, for the final and most common financial regret I hear over and over and over again. And I'm telling you, this one haunts me. I think about it day and night. So they're basically two camps. There's the YOLO and the YODO. YOLO is you only live once, so you spend like money doesn't matter. And YODO is you only die once. So once you learn the regrets, you swing the other way and don't spend on anything. And both sides can be fueled by the same thing: FOMO. YOLO is FOMO about missing life right now, and YODO is FOMO about missing security later. And when I realized that, it made me see how easy it is to overcorrect. The number one regret people mention is, why didn't I start investing sooner? Now, for the one habit you wouldn't expect, but it changed the way I related to money completely. When I was anxious, as many of you probably are, I treated money like a scoreboard. Every purchase felt like guilt. Every save felt like survival. Even progress didn't feel like progress. It felt like not enough. So I started writing down what was already covered: rent, mortgage paid, food handled, kids, they're safe. Before I let my brain sprint to what's next, gratitude didn't make me spend more or less. It made me stop chasing proof. It helped me enjoy stability while still building assets. If future me or future you could leave one message, it would be this: I'm proud we started earlier than we wanted to. If you enjoyed this video, I'd recommend watching Waking Up with $0 next, because that was one of the moments I realized I needed a real plan, not a panic. And if you're in the headspace where quitting your job feels tempting, Watch 4 Steps Before Quitting after that, because that one came from a season where I was trying to outrun stress instead of addressing it.